was Goldberg, it was even Goldberg, and God bless you, and God bless you. Hey, we watching the time map game took over in my school. Let's see what he's even talking about. Let's grab pre-like.
At the 2015, I was in 4th grade, and during my math and science class one day, my teacher introduced us to this game.
2015, 4th grade.
Let me take y'all back to 2015. I was in 4th grade, and during my math and science class one day, my teacher introduced us to this game we would start playing after our in-class work time.
How old are you at 4th grade? How old is 4th grade? Dang. Okay.
Called Prodigy. Now, hearing that it was a math game and required math to play, it had me back then already like, hell nah, I'm not playing this. And even if I did play it,
Times Attack. Everyone play Times Attack. Man, I'm not even know what Times Attack is. And try to act like you don't know what Times Attack is. Come on, bro. I still got that game, bro. Come on.
I would suck ass because I suck at math, bro. We know this. So the day we all loaded it up and got our class logins, I was like, I'ma hate this. Like, so much, bro. Little did I know, I was about to start a journey there was literally no coming back from. So Prodigy, a magical world full of superpowered creatures you can keep in your pocket, and children with inherent magical abilities. You start off your journey by creating your character, and I created Jace Firespark or some shit like that, I don't know. It gave you an insane 2-piece selector for your last name. So I got that, and after going through a short tutorial where this fairy dude named Newt showed me that with the power of math problems, I could use magic spells to help me capture these elemental creatures, I was hooked. Most obviously because this game reminded me of something, but the concept's cool. So after my first battle with some like poor random forest creature, Newt took me to Lamplight Town, where he told me every wizard must choose a pet, and he presented me with 4 pets: Pico, Sorrel, Dragic, and Creela. Now since my last name was Firespark, I just had to choose the Dragic. Now after a few more fights, an obvious whole point of this game became clear to me. If you were good at math, you were instantly overpowered, because if you get the answer right, your attack goes through, yada 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 wood whoop, right? And if your answer went wrong, your attack missed, obviously. So you were basically forced to learn math if you
go to market,
you wanted to be good at this game. And for 4th grade me, who was very competitive as a kid, I was willing to put my feelings aside about math to try my absolute best to climb the ranks and be the very best like no one. And the journey wasn't easy. I had to go through deep forests, the monstrous, dangerous creatures. Magic shot!
Oh, like Pokemon.
And I had to traverse the Shiver Chill Mountains, a deadly, cold mountain wasteland full of all sorts of deadly creatures, bro. And one of the most fierce was one called Muffins, which when I heard that shit as a kid, I was like, oh yeah, Muffins sweet as hell. He ain't on nothing. Muffins ain't on... My fault. And then the polar opposite of this wasteland I visited was a place called Bonfire Spire, which was a literal active...
Get out of here.
volcano with lava caverns and toxic volcanic ash that all the child wizard soldiers that were sent here would breathe in, which was probably fine. But this place was perfect for me because I was on the hunt for creatures of the fire element to add to my team. Like, I wasn't gonna let my last name be Firespark for no reason, so I found an Embern, fought it, and captured it against its will to make it my best friend. and this dude became like my favorite animal on my roster. Like, yes, I did have another fire dude on my team, but like Flame Neek was low-key a bum. Like, he had been like following me around, LARPing at Shy Guy. Like, you'll never be him.
Yeah, excuse me, this is Lamplight Town Police.
Is something wrong?
Yeah, we're looking for
Yes, Rico. Kaboom.
a psychopath who's been running around using magic to kill animals in the nature preserve.
Oh.
And near Lamplight Town, which I didn't visit much for no reason in particular. I just liked, being out of town and stuff, exploring and whatnot. So there was this place called Dino Dig Oasis where you could dead ass sit in a giant archaeology dig site and dig for coins and fossils. Now, I don't know why they were also sending children to dig in the mines, but I didn't care. There was money in these sands. So hell yeah, I was gonna take my pickaxe and be down there mining for the goods, bro. Another place I visited hella was this giant duel stadium where you could go and fight other wizards, which to me was overly fun. Like, yes, going around blowing up random innocent forest creatures and capturing animals and separating them from their families so I can use them to battle was fun and all, but going against a real life other student added like a thrill to the battle I didn't feel anywhere else. Now, it did make the battles harder and more intense, like knowing if I get this one answer wrong could literally be the difference between losing 5 hearts. Made me like actually lock in. He's weak. I know he is. All of our pets are down, so it comes down to this last spell for the both of us. Just this once. And you could like walk up to other people anywhere and just ask them to battle. Now obviously I would like stat check everyone I wanted to battle. Like, I wasn't gonna walk up to Seth the Destroyer Lightning Beam over here and be like, hey, let's battle. And then bro was gonna pull out like his level 80 Ember Shed. Like, no, I'm good, bro. I'm good. Now at the corner of the island there was this place called the Dark Tower, and that was literally what it was. Like, it was a big ominous giant dark tower you can go into. So when you arrive there, you're greeted by this wizard named Myra Shade, and basically she like yaps about how long ago some all-powerful wizard built the 100-floor tower full of creatures and loot, blah blah blah. I heard loot and creatures and I was like, cha-ching, because more creatures to defeat means more battle stars, which means more leveling up. So I run up in there, beat the first 5 levels and the boss on level 5, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm ready for the next challenge, bro. This is light work. And then I get hit with the
light work.
So pretty much the entire time I had been playing this game, this membership offer had been all over my face. Like, after you beat anything, you get a chest, right? And right next to the chest was this chest for members, a members only chest where you can get way better stuff, and they would be like in every menu on some bullshit telling you become a member for this and you. So I walked my broke 9-year-old ad right up out of there, and after exploring the rest of this magical island, a few weeks had gone by me playing this game, and I was around like level 35 I think. I had lots of new spells in my arsenal, new pets, and I may or may not have gotten better at math playing the math game. I don't know. I didn't care about the math when I played this game, bro. I just wanted to win and destroy my enemies and stand on top of their corpses as they gain more power. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and one of the main things that was driving this competitive nature inside me was the fact that there was an in-game class leaderboard where it showed everyone's levels, and I wanted to be on top. Now, the only problem, this teeny tiny problem with that, was there was actual sweats in this game who weren't only good at this game, but overall just really smart kids, like those GT programs in the 4th grade level smart, like magnet school bound. So pretty much every time I would check the class leaderboard while I was playing, I would be in like the top 10 max, which wasn't bad out of like 30 something kids in my class, but I just couldn't compete with the super smart kids, bro. They'd be like 15 levels ahead of me and barely play. And it was literally because the math was light work for them, where I would occasionally get shit wrong and struggle and like lose fights. They would just dominate. But this didn't kill my drive to be the best. I started playing this game at home, bro, which was a shocker to me at the time, because all I wanted to do back then was play Minecraft. But this damn game, it had been so interesting and fun that I was actively playing it at home. But sadly, even with my extra hours of grinding I put in at home, by the end of the school year I was still around maybe the top 10, like the same area. And at this point, most people stopped playing the game anyway. Like, there was probably like 15 active people in our class playing the game still, because like most kids, everyone lost interest really fast. And this was around the time I started to lose interest as well. I was like level 60 something. I had an insane team and spell lineup. I was doing 100 plus 100 to create final flash levels of magic beams, and did everything there was to do on the island without paying for the membership. So I slowly stopped playing the game over time. I stopped playing it in class completely, and a few times I would log in at home. I would just walk around the map, fight some random people, and then get off. And this is where my Prodigy journey ended. And then I forgot about the game for over a decade, and then recently I found out the game is now pay to win slop. Who could have seen that coming?
Dang. Yo. I'm just so I like his video. Yo, his mouth low key crazy though, ain't it? And you know, stop it to this Bible, and even you know. I was reading in Matthew, but we gonna go to where's that? I'm gonna go back to Galatians. To Galatians. Then go to. Oh, I clicked the wrong one. So boom, Paul accepted by the apostles in Galatians chapter 2 and verse 1. Then after 14 years, I went up again to Jerusalem, this time with Barnabas. I took Titus along also. In verse 2, I went in response to a revelation and meeting privately with those esteemed as leaders. I presented to them the gospel that I preach among the Gentiles. I wanted to be sure I was not running and had not been running my race in vain. Yet, verse 3, yet not even Titus, who was with me, was compelled to be circumcised, even though he was a Greek. In verse 4, this matter arose because some false believers had infiltrated our ranks to spy on the freedom we have in Jesus Christ and to make us slaves. And on verse 5, we did not give in to them for a moment so that the truth of the gospel might be preserved for you. And even God bless you, bro. And don't give up, bro. And even God bless you, bro.